You also have that shirt, so Katie Strong,
Yeah.
sister-in-law,
Yeah, my sister-in-law, my baby
leukemia.
sister-in-law. Yep, she's got leukemia. Wanted to give her a shout out. It's a tough battle. She got it last year when she was 27 years old. And actually, when she turned 28, the month after is when she had to end up shaving her head. So she lost all of her hair. And then, her sisters did the same thing. They shaved their heads. My other brother in law shaved there's a ton of people that shaved their heads. I shaved my head. That's why I got the bald look going and why I'm wearing a hat.
Nice.
But she's battling, man. I have all the faith in the world in her. I think that she's the strongest person I've ever seen. I want to raise awareness any way, shape that I can. I mean, this shirt's actually extremely dirty because I wore it to bed last night, but I knew that we were going to do this. And I said, I have to, if I'm going to be on camera, it's going to be posted out there. Like, she needs to see that people are thinking about her, love her, know her, want her to continue to fight, want her to win this battle. And everybody else that's, struggling and battling right now with cancer. It's, it's hard for me not to tear up, but there's people out there that love you and want you to get better, and it's a crazy world out there, and I could never fathom this has happened to our family, but she's strong enough to get through this, and the family's strong enough to get through this, so we're hoping for the best, and we're all Katie strong at the end of the day.
How can we help? How can people help?
You can help by donating blood. There's a blood shortage, right? So donate blood. I mean, she gets blood regularly. Donate blood. You can go to bethematch.com, which helps for anybody that is going to get a bone marrow transplant. You could bethematch.com. It's all free, very simple. They send you out a packet. You swab your cheeks inside. You send it back, and then you get in this database where you could be called at any point in time, and it could be somebody from a different country. It could be somebody in your same state. It's like, hey, yeah, are you still interested in giving bone marrow? Because we found a match, right? And that's what it's all about, is match wise. So Be the Match is a good one. Giving blood is another good one. And then if you wanted to give to the Katie Strong, I don't have a nonprofit set up yet, but that's in the works to get a nonprofit set up. But she does have a Venmo account. She had a GoFundMe, but I don't think it's active right now just because we ran out of time. But she does have a Venmo account. It's all on my Instagram.
Okay.
So if anybody wanted to go to my Instagram, just Nathan Snar is my handle on Instagram. And then if you want to learn about that, you want to learn about the ERC credit, that's also on my Instagram. You can contact me through there. And anything and everything helps. Prayers help. Believe in the power of prayer, positive vibes, thoughts, all that stuff. Any way that anyone could help, whether it's her or somebody else that's going through a cancer battle, please do so.
Yeah, we had a we had a really good friend who ended up getting leukemia as well, and it's interesting. We go through our lives and we are identified in certain ways, right? So I like to consider myself an athlete, right? So I identify as an athlete. That's something that I really enjoy and that I would like to be seen as, and to go through something to where I try to imagine my life where if they're like, really? Like, how could he have ever been considered an athlete? Look at him, right? So once the friends or once people get this diagnosis, or my mom was a breast cancer survivor, they kind of now get identified as that, right? It kind of takes over their life as to where now this is it. And so what does Katie like to do outside of just this now? I know it's a tough time and she's going through a lot. What does she enjoy? What was she like? What is she like as a person outside of just the leukemia diagnosis?
Man, she's such a bright light. She's so much fun to be around. I mean, she played college basketball as well. She's a crazy competitor, ultra athletic. She was always working out. And that was the crazy part about this diagnosis is she was extremely fit and extremely healthy. I mean, I always tease her because I'm 6'2", and she always says like she's 5'10" or 5'11". I'm like, Katie, you are taller than me. You are not like 5'10". Like I am 6'2", and I don't care how much I slouch. Like or stand up straight. Like you're always going to be taller than me. And she was so healthy, and to get rocked, her world rocked like that out of nowhere was just, it's like you didn't see signs coming, right? It just happened, and that's what happens with cancer. But outside of that, she's outside of that cancer, which I don't identify her as somebody who's battling with cancer. I identify her as an amazing sister, right? An amazing sister-in-law to me. She's always been great to me. An unbelievable aunt, an unbelievable daughter to her parents, an unbelievable, loving relationship with her boyfriend Craig, and just overly passionate about putting smiles on people's faces. Like no matter where we went, whether we were out, whether we were at a sporting event, she went to the Ohio State University. She always found a way to make sure that you were taken care of, and it's pretty rare in an individual. So to see her on this flip side, to be where we are taking care of her, I know it's tough for her, but she's adjusting well. But yeah, outside of that, she's an amazing human being, man. She's a bright light. She's got a lot of life to live. And I can't wait till she beats this because she's gonna get back right back on that course, and she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Is the
Well,
best way to.
thanks. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to share just the story in general, right? Because yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that we don't even realize, and so if we can bring it to our attention, then that's when people can really help.